Hi, it's Louise from Spiral Bright Insight. It is the 18th of October and I'm here just to highlight an aspect in the charts today which is very powerful and also hopefully very beneficial for us. Now, the sun is at 24 degrees of Libra. It is aligned with or conjoined with the South Node, which is also at 24 degrees of Libra. We have Mercury not far behind. I think Mercury is at 23 degrees of Libra today. In galactic astrology, we have fixed star Arcturus, also at 24 degrees of Libra. So we have this beautiful coming together of the sun, which is a really powerful bright light, sort of illuminating anything that it comes into connection with or comes into alignment with. We have the South Node, which is about sort of encouraging us and pushing us to let go of what no longer serves us so that we can really grow into who we were meant to, who we've come here to be. And this beautiful galactic or cosmic star, Arcturus, which is one of the more well-known ones. A lot of people that know about star seeds are very familiar with the Arcturians as a race of beings. And we have these three energies coming together, which feels really beautiful, really supportive, but also sort of indicating that we are again at this sort of crossroads where you know, we're having so much support energetically and cosmically to really let go of the old so that we can create space to allow us to move forward. Now, just to give you a quick sort of rundown of the energies that we associate with Arcturus, and I have done a video about Arcturus last year, so I will try and find the link and put that in the description box below. But Arcturus is one of the stars that is associated with the basically arrival and departure of souls coming into and leaving the 3D earthly realm. So it is it acts as a stargate. It's also a very special place for healing and for sort of living in higher consciousness. It's a much higher frequency star than certainly we are in on Earth. But it is said that all souls pass through the Arcturus stargate when they are coming into the earthly realm, and certainly at the point of exit as well when you are ready to leave your human body. So it is like a it's the place where you would have your life review, if you've heard of that concept. And it's also the place where you would agree your mission and who you're going to connect with while you're here to help you grow and to help you achieve everything that you want to learn while you are here. So you could say that the Arcturians they're certainly very invested in humanity. They are said to be protectors and to shield us, along with many other star systems, from more nefarious races who may be trying to do things that are not quite in our greatest and highest good. But as with everything in the universe, everything is free will. So we can't actually, although they're here to protect us, they can't always step in and change things unless we invite them and ask them to come in and help. So the Arcturians embody unity consciousness. They are completely they've completely moved on from any sort of division or polarity. They embody unconditional love. They're very into emotional healing, and they have hugely advanced technology that they use to help them do this. So they are very much about guardians and protectors, and they are watching over us to basically support us in our evolution. So they're very invested in our ascension process. And they are there at key points in our transition, obviously at a personal level, because they represent their presence is here when we transition from one realm or one paradigm or one reality to the next. So with the sun here shining this light and activating this beautiful star, you know, we have this support. We have the support to move into higher levels of consciousness, to try to embody high levels of unconditional love and unity consciousness, to try and sort of step into more harmony, more balance. And of course, that is what Libra, the sign of Libra, is all about. It's about balance, it's about harmony, it's about working with others in collaboration, in cooperation, rather than against. It's about moving away from this polarity consciousness, which seems to be pervading all elements of on all walks of life at the moment. So we have this beautiful support, and if you work with the Arcturians or you're curious about the Arcturians, it is certainly a great day to connect with them. We also have the South Node in this party, if you like, lending a hand, playing a part, playing a role. And the South Node in Libra is all about looking at, showing us where we are out of alignment, where we're out of balance, where we're out of harmony in our relationship. So where are we sort of living in codependency with others when really we should be stepping out a bit more on ourselves and standing in our own authenticity and in our own truth and light? Where are we comparing ourselves to others when actually we need to realize that we're all unique, so there is no gain or benefit in comparison, and because, you know, we will only put ourselves down through doing that? Where are we people pleasing to keep the peace, to avoid conflict, and in what way is that behavior undermining ourselves and putting someone else first all the time, and sacrificing what we need and what we want and our desires and our growth ultimately by trying to make other people feel happy, make other people feel comfortable? Where are we seeing that we are incomplete, that we are lacking in something? And where are we looking externally outside of ourselves for wholeness, for balance? Where are we relying on someone else to sort of tell us what to do or show us the way? Not that there is anything wrong in that, but ultimately, if we are relying on others too much, we are again sort of sacrificing our own truth and our own knowledge and our own core wisdom, thinking that someone else is better or someone else has the answers, because ultimately we have the answers within us. And with the North Node in Aries, this is about pushing us to really start to stand in our own truth, in our own authenticity, to start to really recognize and validate within ourselves the gifts that we have, what makes us unique, why are we here, you know, what is our role, what is our contribution as an individual, and really stepping into that, and realizing that you know, taking responsibility for ourselves, for our lives, for our thoughts, for all the experiences that we invite in, and starting to understand that at a soul level we are creating all of our reality, and sort of start to let go of blaming other people for the circumstances we find ourselves in. So, you know, this is big soul work. If you have got natal nodes in Libra or Aries, you are going to be having either your nodal return or your half nodal return at some point over this 18-month period, and the nodes change signs in July this year, so they're going to be here for another year, or just, yeah, around about that. But, you know, so at a personal level, you're going to be feeling this really quite intensely, but certainly at a collective level, this applies to all of us, and it is encouraging us to really look at these themes, the lower expression of Libra, and where are we able to let go of that lower expression and to step into a more balanced way of working in partnership with other people, but in recognition of our own unique gifts and strengths, and realizing that everything that we're looking for is actually within ourselves rather than in someone else. And I've had some strong messages about that recently, so I definitely know that to be true. And being able to stay in your own lane, because there's so much drama at the moment, you know, and again, you know, without taking away anything that's happening in the world, it's very easy to get swept along and into the drama of what else is going on out there, where actually if we stay in our lane and try and stay centered and grounded and try where possible not be affected by what else is going on, we can stand in a much stronger grain or stead of power, which is ultimately what we are here to do, to claim our own power and stand in that, in our sovereignty. So that is very much North Node in Aries energy as well. So it feels with this conjunction, just to try and get back to the Arcturian influences, is that, you know, no one can deny we are at a point of huge shift and change in our world. And with this conjunction happening with the Sun, the North Node and the Arcturian energies all joining together this week, it really feels to me as if we can call upon the Arcturians to help us to shift into this new way of being, you know, and they are very much here to help us with the shift into this new world, into this new paradigm, helping us to raise our consciousness, helping us to step into a higher level of unconditional love for one another and for ourselves. Because when we can learn to love ourselves, we then start to share that. And when we love ourselves, we role model that for everybody around us. And that causes a ripple effect, which will bring us back into harmony and balance. And, you know, ultimately unity consciousness, which is where we are all heading. So the Arcturians are helping us with this transition. It's not to say that they're not going to be around, you know, beyond the 20th or beyond the 30th of November as these transits start to move forward. But this is a time when we can really tune into that and ask for support, ask for help. And with Mercury following, Mercury's only 1 degree behind. Mercury is about our minds, it's about the way we think, it's about the message. So with Mercury coming into play to activate Arcturus and the South Node as well and oppose the North Node, it is very much about letting go of old ways of thinking, old patterns that we might have been stuck in, and really sort of triggering this new way of seeing the potential of our lives, of who we are, of the power that we carry, of the potential, and you know, what can happen when we do start to embody these higher frequencies and these higher levels of consciousness, awareness and behaviors as well, standing much more in unity with love for each other and ourselves. So this is a really beautiful time, and for anybody with anything at 24 degrees of Libra in their charts or 24 degrees of Aries, you are you likely have some sort of connection to this Arcturian energy. So I hope you found that useful, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Thanks for watching.